Good evening and welcome to News 20 at 5. I'm Shay Simon.
And I'm Aaliyah Wilkerson. The Tallahassee Police Department launched an investigation after a deceased newborn was found in a dumpster behind a local apartment complex last week. Police responded to Rolling Hills Apartments around 4:20 p.m. and say they found the baby in the dumpster. We're told this case has been added to the Violent Crimes Unit. Police are also asking for help and are currently interviewing witnesses in an attempt to solve this crime. Investigators are asking that anyone who has information to please call 850-891-4200 or Crime Stoppers at 850-574-TIPS.
Tall pine trees and majestic oaks create a pocket forest on one block of downtown, but this may all be in jeopardy. The trees and oaks are in the way of plans by North American Properties to build a $158 million condo and hotel high-rise. Some environmentalists are upset not only about the harm of the trees, but also about the idea to waive over $400,000 in fees related to cutting down the trees and paving over the land. This new development will form a 9-story wall along the edge of Cascade Park, overlooking the band shell and the fountain.
Well, this weekend, the Golf Win Track Club hosted a 12K and 6K run in St. Mark's. Our very own multi-skilled journalists Blair Bishop and Lyric Matier went to the run and captured this report together.
Here at St. Mark's Park, where there's a variety of things to do. As you can see behind me, there's boating, fishing, even relaxed time. Also, they have a 12K and a 10K race in which I'm about to participate in. So I'll see you guys at the finish line. With you right now, Blair Bishop for News 20.
I began running in 2006. I joined Golf Win's Track Club and running primarily for fitness and health, but then started winning a little trophy here and there, and I got the bug, and so I've been running ever since.
We have folks out here from age 5 on up to 85 to 90.
Apparently, this seems to be a very big race where a lot of people show up each year. With you right now, this is Lyric Matier from TV News 20.
Thank you again, Lyric and Blair, for that report. This is an annual event for the Run Club.
Gaston County deputies say they found a missing woman who reportedly had been in danger. Chandrika Horn was reported missing last week. Horn is the mother of 5 children and had not been seen or heard from since February 2nd. The Gaston County Sheriff's Office reports finding Horn and that she is safe. 3 people were injured in a crash on Saturday afternoon. According to Florida Highway Patrol, the crash happened around noon on Bradfordville Road. Officials say 47-year-old William Webb was entering a curve on the road when he lost control and swerved over into the grassway of the area. Authorities say Webb attempted to correct himself, but instead he crossed over into the eastbound lane and struck a car head-on. Webb collided with 22-year-old Chandler Kutcherman and a 17-year-old passenger. They were all taken to the Tallahassee Memorial Hospital in critical condition. Webb was charged with failure to wear a seatbelt and maintain a single lane, while Kutcherman was charged with failure to wear a seatbelt as well.
The Wakulla County Sheriff's Office made break in a case it posted via social media. Police identified the woman who they believe was involved in the theft from Bales Outlet in Crawfordville. We confirmed this information via the Sheriff's Office Facebook page. The woman was wanted for questioning involving theft from the outlet store. We spoke with Case Detective Scott Powell just before the show, and he told us the office obtained the information it was looking for. The Sheriff's Office thanks the community for its assistance.
And that's not all of your legislative news. For more on what's happening with laws and lawmakers, let's head over to Aaliyah Williams. Aaliyah.
Yes, Shay. The Florida House and Senate both had plans to expand a bonus program for teachers, but to the dismay of educators, the plans fell through. Best and Brightest Scholarship bonuses for teacher program was originally meant to award both veteran and new teachers. However, the program has been scaled back to only serve teachers who aren't highly effective on performance evaluations. According to public records, teachers make on average of about $45,723 annually. Bonuses could bring this number up to an exceeding amount of $50,000. That's all the information I have for you now. Live in the studio, I'm Aaliyah Williams, News 20. Back to you at the desk.
Welcome back to News 20. Thanks for sticking with us.
A Texas councilman is under fire for a controversial Facebook post. Plano City Councilman Tom Harrison shared an anti-Islam video on Facebook that shows students wearing hijabs in classrooms. The video included the caption, "Share if you think Trump should ban Islam in American schools." While some are calling for Tom Harrison to step down, others support his decision to stay put.
Vacationers spending their holiday in the Hawaiian Islands were slammed with a bit of severe weather this weekend. A flash flood watch is in effect for parts of Oahu. Streams overflowed and destroyed infrastructure, and home state crews are currently working on cleaning up debris and clearing the drainage system. There's still more heavy rain and thunderstorms to come. Vice President Pence is doubling down on President Trump's campaign promise to build a wall along the country's southern border. In a press conference in Texas this weekend, Pence made it clear that the president's team is working on legislation that would make this hope a reality. President Trump first raised the idea of a border wall during his 2016 presidential run and has used it as a cornerstone of his presidency.
A former Trump campaign advisor has agreed to testify against ex-campaign chairman Paul Manafort. That's from a Los Angeles Times report that says Rick Gates will also plead guilty to fraud-related charges. Manafort and Gates were slammed with conspiracy and other charges by special counselman Robert Mueller last year. Those charges are related to their work in Ukraine long before Trump's presidential run. If Gates cooperates and pleads guilty, he would be the third person from the Trump orbit to do so. And despite all the news coming out, Chris Christie, pundit for President Trump, says he agrees with the president that recent indictments proved no collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. The investigation began after officials discovered evidence that supported a Russian hacking plot. Since this time, numerous members of the president's inner circle have been called for questioning.
It was a chaotic end to an otherwise quiet Sunday evening at Scottsdale Fashion Square Mall in Arizona after police officers shot an unarmed Hispanic man in the garage of the mall. The shooting occurred after a loss prevention employee alerted an officer of an erratic and suspicious person inside a store. Police say the officer was not wearing a body camera. The Scottsdale Police Department is calling the incident a tragic event no officer wants to be faced with.
Hello and happy Monday, everyone. I'm Kayla Lawson here with your entertainment news. All hail the king! Black Panther, Marvel's first film directed by an African American, brought in an estimated $192 million for its three-day debut in North America this weekend. That's the fifth biggest opening of all time. The opening for the film starring Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan did not just shatter expectations, it broke multiple box office records too. It blew away the record for the largest opening for an African American director. That director was Ryan Coogler. Congratulations is definitely in order for Ryan and the Black Panther cast. Adam Levine and his supermodel wife, Bahati Prinsloo, have welcomed their second child, a girl named Geo Grace. The new arrival is a little sister for 16-month-old Dusty Rose, the couple's first daughter, who was born in September 2016. A representative for the Maroon 5 frontman confirmed the happy news on Friday afternoon. Emma Watson just donated $1.4 million to a British fund established to battle sexual harassment and support its victims. The announcement about Watson's donation, along with contributions from several other celebrities to the UK Justice and Equality Fund, followed the publication of a Dear Sisters open letter in The Guardian on Saturday. The letter was signed by some 200 women in the British entertainment industry and called on people everywhere to stand in solidarity with Hollywood's Time's Up initiative to fight sexual harassment and inequality. As the nation mourned, President Donald Trump kept largely silent about the Florida school shooting victims and the escalating gun control debate, instead raging at the FBI for what he perceived to be a fixation on the Russia investigation at the cost of failing to deter the attack. By late Sunday night, Trump shifted his wide-ranging Twitter critique to Oprah Winfrey, who has played down suggestions that she should run for president in 2020. Trump said her appearance as an interviewer on 60 Minutes was biased and slanted, and he hopes Oprah runs so she can be exposed and defeated just like all of the others. That's what Trump tweeted. That's going to do it for entertainment news. I'm Kayla Lawson. Back to you guys at the desk.
As we move into the next 5 days, we'll be experiencing some beautiful weather. Tuesday, our high is 83 degrees with a low of 65. Wednesday, our high is 83 with a low of 61. Thursday, our high is 82 with a low of 59. Friday, our high will be 81 with a low of 61. And Saturday, our high will be 83 with a low of 62. That's all I have for your weather. Back to you all at the desk.
Welcome back. I'm Brandon Jones here with the sports. FAMU basketball picked up a win this weekend against Delaware State. The Rattlers were led by Justin Ravenel, who dropped 20 points, and Desmond Williams, who finished with 19 points and 6 rebounds. The game was close throughout, and FAMU snuck out with a 66-63 win. The women's team got a win as well. They defeated the Hornets 73-65. Both teams will have the week off and return to action on Saturday to face North Carolina A&T. The baseball team kicked off their 2018 campaign this weekend against Marshall University. The Rattlers missed out on the playoffs last year and hope this season will bring different results. They have 12 seniors on the roster and believe they can make some noise this year. The Rattlers dropped the 3-game series to Marshall 2-1 with their lone win coming on Saturday. They travel to Georgia tomorrow for 2 games against Mercer University. Florida State men's team defeated Pittsburgh 88-75 on Sunday. PJ Savoy led the Noles with 18 points. FSU continues to play well as a team. 4 other players finish in double digits. The women's team has a big game tonight in Durham, North Carolina against Duke. Both programs are in the top 25 and a win could boost their resume. They tip off at 6 on ESPN2. That's all I have for the sports today. We'll be right back after the break.
Well, that's going to do it for us tonight. For Brandon and Michaela, I'm Aaliyah Wilkerson.
And I'm Shay Simon. Thanks for watching, and remember to also follow us at FAMUTVnews.com for more news updates. Have a great evening.